Do you still feel like you're 20 even though you're in your 40s or even older? Are you eager to share your favorite record with your daughter to help her appreciate how great music really should sound? Do you still feel younger than the players on your favorite football team? Don't worry. It's because your personal view of the world hasn't really changed since you were younger. The things that are supposed to make you feel grown up, like settling down, having a family, a car, and a house, might not shake up your deep down sense of self. The crux comes from how society at a certain point in time expects things to be. Nowadays, young adults are delaying marriage, parenthood, and often extending their time in graduate school well into their 30s. In the early 1980s, the average age for first-time home buyers was 29, fast forward to 2020s, and it has climbed to 36. Postponing parenthood not only affects your own life timeline but also shifts the age at which you might become a grandparent. Having a child at 25 could mean you're a grandparent at 50, but waiting until 35 could mean you're celebrating your first grandchild at the age of 70. You might think you're not quite grown up because the way you see the world hasn't really changed. What you experience every day as an adult might not be as different as you thought it would be when you were a kid. This is a common thing for people of all ages. It's why we often say stuff like, "I don't feel 40" or "I still feel like I could be in college" when we reach middle age. Even if you have the typical adult things like a long-term partner, a home, and a full-time job, they might not really change how you see yourself deep down. Sure, you know these things are true, but they might not affect that abstract feeling of what it means to feel like an adult. Your tastes are sound and obvious in your mind. Studies indicate that what you like is often cemented during your teenage or early adult years. Take your favorite music, known as your musical identity to researchers. It usually includes songs from when you were 10 to 20 years old. Nothing can possibly be better than Van Halen if you're from that era. The same idea applies to other parts of your life. The sports you enjoy, how you dress, the kind of people you're attracted to, your favorite foods, your views on life. It doesn't mean we never change, but a lot of our traits stay pretty consistent over time. The main reason you might not feel like a genuine grown-up traces back to the impressions you formed during childhood, which persist. Adults around you seemed larger, more knowledgeable, and authoritative, creating a mythical aura of adulthood. However, that benchmark is not really valid in the present. They appeared to have everything under control, possessing answers to life's significant questions. In contrast, by recognizing your uncertainties, you are creating an ongoing expectation for your own thoughts and feelings to match what you expect from being an adult. Yet, these childhood impressions were misleading. In a grown-up state, you may come to realize that a parent, for instance, grappled with self-doubt, trauma, depression, and the inherent stress of being alive. Your parents, teachers, doctors, coaches, and other adults from your youth likely harbored insecurities despite projecting confidence. Even though they appeared in charge, they were as uncertain as you are now. So, perhaps feeling like an adult isn't exactly as envisioned. You might not need to keep waiting for a magical moment of full adulthood. If you're a grown person, the way you feel embodies the essence of being an adult, with its blend of confusion, insecurity, and joy. The reality is that the adults you looked up to were fallible humans doing their best, much like you. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.